The crypto bull market is back. Bitcoin just hit 48,000 and it's only gonna go crazier over time. Now, there could be corrections, we all know that, but right now, I'm preparing for altcoin season. Here's a couple of altcoins I'm looking into. And the thing is, if you followed what I've been doing here religiously, you would have already now made crazy tons of money because I am, and I'm sharing everything that I'm doing. And again, I am not making any guarantees, but when I put a list over on Twitter of, hey, these coins are really interesting, and I covered them a little bit over on this channel, not every one of them will do good, but a couple of coins I've talked about this week have already doubled. Let's take a little bit of a look. So one of the coins I talked about in a video a few days ago, I bought a good chunk of because I told you, I think it could have like $5 or so. And people laugh at me, they say, Dusty, are you freaking stupid in the brain? It was just $2 cents. Why are you buying it at 3 cents? I made a TikTok about it. I made another TikTok explaining it more. I made 4 tweets talking about my best undervalued gem with VR always in the #1 spot. And today it is at what? 60%. Again, I did not claim to be a genius, but I will claim that sometimes you know what's coming. If you understand the crypto marketing space, you understand budgets from certain companies, you understand narratives, you see, hey, they're doing a lot of Twitter ads right now, etc., etc. Sometimes you know crazy pushes are coming. Again, right now we're up so much though that things are getting riskier. Obviously, it just went from the buy-in point. Again, you had ample time to buy at 3 cents. I made a video, like it had a 5-minute section in my video just now at 3.7 or so cents. I had a TikTok when it was at 3 cents, so don't say you didn't have time. I still think though that it is very undervalued. I'm not your financial advisor though. I'm just saying I think these guys have got a good bag and will keep pushing this higher. Again, not financial advice, but VR is such a nice freaking handle and it just makes sense. But I really recommend you to just look further into it. I'm just the messenger here of one of my perfect plays that I covered in the video 3 days ago or so. Now, I've got a lot of good plays. And again, this video might come off as Dusty being a really cocky idiot. Not my goal here. All I'm doing is showing you a couple of coins, explaining a little bit as to why and why I really recommend you guys, in a non-financial advice way, to go a little bit crazy cuckoo hard right now, right? I don't mean get hard. I don't mean get rock solid right now watching this. Well, I guess you should from all the gains. I mostly mean I'm going a little bit on the lunacy side in terms of my risk because I understand the market that we're in right now. One of the coins I bought early, so it's not fully fair if you didn't get in early, a little bit unfortunate, was Orange. You can see 500% up over the last couple of days. It just now hit like 80 cents on some exchange. Right now back to 62, but I bought this so ridiculously cheap. And every single person could have bought this at 10 cents because that's what it was trading at for a very long time here. Multiple days at the start, it was ranging between like 12 and 9 cents or so. Right now it's at 60 within 3 days. Again, I've been talking about this coin before it even launched. I also told you guys I have so much COTI, it's insane, but I'll talk about that one later. I just want to quickly show you. It's up 40% today. Talked about it the last couple of days over on Twitter. I have talked about music a lot over on Twitter. I just have a little list of coins. Let me quickly see if we can find it. Here you can see, for example, I'm holding these altcoins 8 minutes ago, but I actually made this tweet, I think like yesterday or so, but I just posted it now. Here you can see 5 hours ago, I posted a similar sort of list. Just check the performance of every single one of these because I posted the list before. On the 5th of February, I start talking about it at $75-ish or so, right now at 87. And it's all based on one very important thing. Altcoin season comes after Bitcoin goes on a crazy frenzy. And right now with the way the prices are going and Bitcoin is going on a crazy frenzy, and for the most part, it's because these institutions are done selling and it's more and more buying right now. Yeah, altcoins at some point are going to go exponential. And I just put really insane numbers into altcoins. All right, some of my friends, what they're doing. And this is if you have degenerate friends who are trying to become billionaires in like a few months. But what they're doing right now is putting, for example, $500,000, $1 million here. Not everybody has that. I'm just giving it as an example. Into okay type of coins because they know that some of them will do a 100x over the next 6 months or so. And you can see now from what I've provided in these videos, a lot of 60%, a lot of 50%, a lot of 80% will happen overnight. This is now a rare occurrence. Well, to me it isn't. And to you it won't be either in due course. Just now it feels rare. Trust me when I say that a plus 80% is not something strange for a day. I've posted on Twitter many times that I miss those days because I've been here for a decade, almost 11 years. I understand these concepts very well. That many Many of the ones you love right now will fail, flat out. They'll be useless in a couple of years. But what I'm doing right now is I'm farming airdrops. I'm looking into new ecosystems because I have people. And what I mean with that is I do not have time to look into every sector in detail because there's just not enough hours in a day. What I do is I put people on different tasks and make them kind of feedback the results, which is why I sometimes ask you guys to go for one sector only, so you become an expert in that and make the craziest amount of gains. You don't need to be an expert in everything in crypto. That's what you're watching these videos for general updates all around, because I'm paying people a lot of money. If you see my payroll, you'd be surprised, but I'm paying people to get me the information from different sectors if they're really solid. Some people provide information for free because, again, it's kind of like an exchange of information. But for example, when I post this, right? The airdrop alert. Some people look over this and they fade it. They don't press the like, they don't think about it, they don't engage with it. Not a problem to me. But if you've got Polkadot, take these steps because it's free money. If I post a tutorial on MarginFi, Solana stuff, I know on the opposite side, I know the venture capitals are trying so hard to get into MarginFi. If you're not following the tutorial, you're probably missing out on tons of money if you have Solana, that is. If you don't have Solana, you don't care for it, don't worry. These are just things for if you have Ethereum, do this. If you have Polkadot, do this. If you have Ethereum on a different chain, you might want to do this. I'm making more and more of those videos so everybody from every sector is gaining more and more opportunities and more money. Because if you get an airdrop right now and it's only worth $500, that $500 could be worth $200,000 in a year. Again, I'll refer back to Nosana, $10,000 at the bottom, which means $100,000 invested the year before. So let's say $1,000 at the bottom right now is still $150,000 3 months later. But let's say you had $10,000 and you bought it at the bottom. And for a lot of altcoins right now, we are at the bottom. That would have been $1.5 million in just a couple months. And again, Nosana, in my opinion, is still very, very low. If it goes to as big as Render, that $10,000 could have turned into, what, 15 million, for example, maybe even 20 million, maybe even 100 million, who knows? Just giving you guys some examples. And I really just noticed from a lot of my videos that people are skeptical and they don't fully understand that sometimes when I talk about these things, even on the channel here, I'm not just saying it for you to take as entertainment. It's, in my opinion, really valuable information that 99.9% of the people don't have. 99.9% of the people in crypto don't have the connections, don't have the insights that we do here. And you might think, oh, this guy must be talking. Pick your own poison. Make your own choices. At the end of the day, I don't really care. I'm not going to convince you with words, as I'm not selling you anything. Understand that. There's literally zero that I'm selling you, and it does not make a difference to me if you buy the same coins as I do. We don't have a channel with 2 million subscribers where, oh, all these people are buying, so the price is going to go up. No. Realistically speaking, anything I talk about here, you guys also buying, ain't gonna change nothing on the price. So please don't think I'm just telling you to pump my own bags, because I sometimes talk about coins in terms of news that I don't even hold. If it's really interesting and, oh, Shiba Inu, I don't have much money in Shiba Inu, but if you guys really want an update, I'll talk about it. For example, this new narrative. I only got into it very, very little. I have a couple of ordinals though that apparently are working on some sort of ERC 404 bridge, and they're gonna work in that space. But this is like the hype thing right now. So if you really want to be on top of your game, you look up everything there is for ERC 404 right now, so you can tell me more about it, because I only half-assed it, to be honest with you. I have a couple of lists. I want to say a full list, but I'm not even sure, because again, I didn't take the time to look into it yet. But I just noticed, man, it's so popular. Probably a lot of good money to be made. If you bought 3 days ago, you would have probably been up already 10x, but this was posted yesterday. Just don't fade it now. Don't think, oh, I'll look into it later. Nope, look into it now if you're a real hustler, you know what I mean? If you're still looking for something, still looking for the gains, try to be at some of these opportunities early. Try to buy into some of these things or get some things for free, because right now it's pretty juicy. It's like, to explain simply, it's a mix of tokens and NFTs on Ethereum, both in one. Here's another little list from February 4th, for example. You can see VR in this little list, but there's also another coin, for example, DGI, which I think has also done pretty well. Now they're up 25% today. I'm not so sure why this number is wrong. Oh, there we go. Up 25% today, for example. Another coin which I've been talking about for a while now. You guys have already seen a part of a video before, right? Where I talked about why DGI is such an interesting thing. Again, it had kind of a similar section as with VR. And this is a sector now, because again, I'm doing a little general video here, but I really want to get you guys checked in for the bull run. What I'm doing now is usually, honest truth, right? I would very often trade altcoins for a shorter term. Buy them right now, get 100% profit or so, cash out a part, let's say half, and let the rest ride. No, that's mostly changed. Where, yes, there are still strategies to take profit on altcoins, but for the most part, I'm just preparing bags for the next 7 months or so, maybe a year or so, because I just know that most people I know that went from, let's say, 1 million to 100 million, 50,000 to 10 million, pick those numbers, right? Just crazy gains into the at least 8 figures, have done it by risking it in a little bit of a crazy fashion. Most people don't have that capital, but it's all relative. If you are starting with $100, it's putting that $100 really to work, not with just something like Bitcoin. Oh, you'll triple your money in due course. If the strategy is Bitcoin, we're opening up a 100x Bitcoin long, but then not at once. We're doing it with the bots, for example, that I specified on Dusty Trades, or putting it into one altcoin that's really like going up crazy up and down, a SOLANA meme coin, for example. Because with $100, I've done it. I went from just a couple bucks to the empire here because I won a little giveaway of, I think, 0.01 Bitcoin, which at the time was worth almost nothing. So don't think if you're starting out with $10, you can't make millions. You can. But then it's more a little bit about the luck if you really can't insert more money into crypto over time, for example. Or it's going to be a slower grind. You're still early enough where it's not a big deal. But if you're starting with $10 in 6 months from now, yes, things will move fast, but you might not have the time anymore to really multiply. Now you've got one of the most beautiful advantages, which is that you've got time. You've got time right now to prepare for the next few months, understanding that corrections could be in the midst here. You can definitely see the prices fall by like 30% overnight. It can happen, but all in all, you know where we are headed. I keep getting texts right now because, guys, when cryptos move this much, there's no more sleeping. I've told you already, soon enough, there will be no more sleeping. Hopefully I've hyped you up enough. Soon, more videos about which coins exactly I'm buying. I already do that all the time, though. Told you just now about the gaming narrative, told you about the AI narrative. And the problem is, a lot of people, they look at my top coin lists and think, yep, these are it, and I'm done. But the thing is, even I am not sure which of the list is going to do best, right? Which is why I diversify and why I'm personally a fan of multiple different altcoins, 40 of them, for example, putting a bag into all and seeing which one goes. Because nobody has the glass ball. If they say they do, they're lying to you, or they're insider trading. Could be, which if they are, follow them because they make you money. If I could read Pelosi's books, I'd probably do it. If she's we're at dinner with Pelosi right there, she's like leaving a little notebook on the table of her next big insider trading play. allegedly. No, but it's really, really hard because you can analyze everything and it can still go wrong, which is why you spread your bags. I've already told you guys about the sectors I'm so bullish on because I know those will blow up. If you disagree, sure. But yeah, I just notice what everybody's going for, and I don't think somebody can tell me different. But if you disagree, that's completely fine. I will not accept it because I personally think you're wrong if you don't agree with me here, which again sounds cocky, but I only have the best intentions. I don't need any praise. For this video, I won't even ask for your like. This is real person-to-person talk, telling you I'm going crazier on the risk scale, knowing a correction could come, so I'm not going 100% in, but more and more heavy because I would rather lose money trying for this crazy opportunity than miss out. And the real FOMO's not even here yet. It's going to take some time. But this crazy push just now, it's confirmed the bull market, the bull vibes. And last time, as I already described to you guys, we were at $60,000 in a few days. And you can see here from when I posted it, how much up we are already. Things can go really fast in a really short amount of time. Just understand that, and that's about it.